Welcome back to AM Northwest. Go inside the cockpit with one of the world's most legendary flight squadrons. The new documentary, Air Force Elite Thunderbirds, follows the unprecedented training, personal sacrifice, and blind trust that it takes to push the limits of aviation as a member of the revered demonstration team.
Blind trust is the ability to trust that the people you're flying with are going to do their job and are going to do it to the inch and so extraordinarily well that you just have to worry about flying your job to the inch.
Boss winds 320 and 8. You are cleared for takeoff runway 34. It's showtime.
If you're the right wingman, for example, your body's turned 90 degrees this way because your plane of reference is Thunderbird 1 on your right-hand side. And so you're frozen in this position for 40 minutes.
A little bit of right bank and a little more pull.
The wingmen don't know where the ground and the sky are. They only know where the boss is. They trust him without reservation.
If you don't have that blind trust, the show will not work.
We welcome the documentary's director, Portland native Matt Wilcox, and former squad commander, U.S. Air Force Colonel Justin Astro Elliott. Good morning, you two.
Good morning, Helen.
Thanks for having us.
An incredible documentary. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's also very, very stressful. Astro, speaking of stress, let me ask you this. What do the Thunderbirds mean to you? And how do you define it to people who don't know what it's like on the inside?
I think, to answer that, Helen, I've got to go a little bit back to the foundation of the team because the purpose hasn't changed. So founded in '53 in the middle of the Korean War to bring people together and unite in divided times by creating a beacon of excellence in the name of service. This team is red, white, and blue for a reason. It's meant to unite the country and build trust in our institutions. And, it does that with precision flying, but ultimately it's a human story. It's a story of human achievement. And if it wasn't, no one would care.
Right,
so the documentary has done an exceptional job of capturing the authenticity of the people on the team.
Oh, Matt, such a great job. What challenges did you face? There must have been many.
Oh gosh, yeah, there's a lot of challenges, and our main goal was to just stay out of the way of what this team is doing, and we'll forever be indebted to the trust that they gave us to bring a team of filmmakers and cameras into these incredibly sacred and very high stakes environments. So we are there when they're coming down from the sky and debriefing near misses and how they can perfect this demonstration. So it's very tense, but we worked hard as our team to really make our cameras go away and blend it in a way that became authentic and part of the environment.
Matt, you grew up in Portland, so you must have gone to like the Hillsborough Air Show and seen the Thunderbirds there.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've seen it and it's just amazing. So this documentary really highlights, I don't know how you get 18, 19 inches next to each other. That's just crazy. Astro, your wife is very smart. She says to you, don't die.
I think, Victoria's role in this movie is huge for the American public to understand.
Yeah.
The sacrifice that a military spouse and a military family makes, I think largely goes unnoticed, and that can't stay that way because I think they have it harder than we do as the service members.
Oh, absolutely. And your boys too.
Yes. Yes, and the movie really captures that. Watching it was tough. To be honest, it was tough to see the looks in their eyes when Dad goes away again for 30 days.
Yeah, that was that was definitely heartwarming. Okay, so Matt, I didn't even let you speak when I brought up the Hillsborough and the Thunderbirds at Hills. But when you think back to a little kid watching them, is this kind of, and you were filming this, how incredible was that experience for you?
Oh, I'm still pinching myself. I grew up, I remember my grandpa had a wood shed and there was a little airplane that was just hanging there, a little model airplane, and I would just go look at it and just stare at it. And then, of course, we'd go to the air shows with my dad out to Hillsborough and watch the jet teams like the Thunderbirds. And so it really is kind of this crazy full circle moment. But to be able to tell a story of a team that inspired me and that I watched fly as a kid is it'll never get old for me.
Oh, no, I don't. And let me ask you this. The executive producers are names we all know. Barack and Michelle Obama. Did you get to meet them? Did they actually come see you guys? Did they any anything like that, or were they just, you know, hands off, you do what you want to do?
You know, they were incredibly involved, and haven't met him in person yet. But it's you know, it's the ultimate team making is the ultimate, you know, filmmaking is the ultimate team sport, and to have, you know, big players like Michelle and Barack Obama is truly unbelievable. And they were heavily involved from pre-production all the way through post-production. And so we've just been so lucky to have them on board as partners. And one of those pinch myself moments to see their names on there still.
Astro, define blind trust.
It's everything. It's everything. And I think, you know, in the flying, you can see it because the team members that I fly with cannot see the ground or the sky. They have no idea where anything is except my wings zoomed in at 18 inches, which, you know, this is a 60-foot long aircraft. So 18 inches is really close. They have to trust that I'm not going to hit the ground, and I have to trust them to provide the lift required to not hit the ground for some of those maneuvers. So it's an absolute faith in one another that we move forward together. And if anyone doesn't do their job, then it's going to end badly. So you build that trust as a team, as you shape that team, and it applies for all 135 members of the team across 32 different job types. Every single element that allows us to move across the country, sometimes 3-4 times a week, is dependent on that trust in one another.
Absolutely. We want to tell our viewers Air Force Elite Thunderbirds is streaming now on Netflix. Great job, guys. Thank you both so much.
Thank you. Great to meet you.
Appreciate you having us. Shout out Portland.
Yeah, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.